ladies and gentlemen. I'm so proud and so happy and so honored to be here. I thank all of you that you make this important event. Let me exchange my ideas with you all and share some experiences from Thailand. So the cases in our courts, so yesterday we talked about your duties, and I think they are the same. So we have facing the same problem, the same similar cases. Now the most, the big number in our cases are the anti-narcotic law. So even women, wives, were arrested with men. So sometimes they did not know anything, but they were arrested, something like that. So many cases, women came to us as survivor, as defender, and as prisoner. So about the women representation in justice system, when we think of the police, it's the red light. So it means even in the police cadet academy, we were allowed to be there for about 9 years, and after that they banned. No more students, female students. I don't know why. And it's like no enough representation in police. But for the public prosecutor and the judges seem to be in the green light. So it means we have more and more participation. And when you talk about the court, we have like different kind of courts, especially the constitutional court. In the constitutional court, maybe only 10%. Sometimes we are in, sometimes not. But in our ordinary court, court of justice, so we are now maybe 40%. So we set up like the modern court for more than 150 years. And the second half, we started with the role of the women. Firstly, we were assigned to be only in the juvenile and family courts. But later, we can do everything as the men can do, And in other independent commissions, there are still so low numbers of women. In the prison officer or probation or other juvenile court officers, they are increasing. So I think it's really different. About the lawyers, registered maybe like 40% or 30%, but in practice, maybe less than that. However, I think the big success that we have, you can see in this picture, 3 of us were and is Chief Justice. Now we have the 3rd Chief Justice, female. And in this October, the next one will be a woman also. So 150 years, we started second half, maybe 40 years after we started, we became the Supreme Court justices. And last 5 years, we have been Chief Justices of the Supreme Court. And the left-hand side above, so she was not the Chief Justice, but she was like the first judicial commissioner. The first one who dealt with one case that a male judge has many wives. And she talked in the debate, in the meeting, that personal is political. Stop him not to have more wives, something like that. So this is the like statement that came from the female judicial commissioner. And on the one lady, I cannot do it, but however, the first Attorney General is also the lady with the red. One of this picture, she was the first Attorney General of Thailand last year. And now she stopped her work already. And the next one, I'm not sure. And the blue UN picture, maybe some of you know her. She is the princess of our current king. She decided to study law. She decided to go to Cornell, finish PhD in criminal law. And after that, she became the public prosecutor. She has a big role to develop I cannot. Sorry. How can I? She developed these rules. If you know the Bangkok rules for women prisoners to protect the right of the prisoner, Princess Pacharakittiyapa was the creator of these international rules, working with the UNODC. It's a pity that now she is in a state of coma. She had brain death, and she cannot work anymore. So that is the saddest news of our country. However, I think we are, sorry, I cannot be good in this. Again, please. So. Okay. I just want to show that my experience of maybe. Okay. Okay, I just want to tell you that we have success in our judiciary, but we still need to learn from you all and try to develop our system. And, okay, I went out to the world, so I saw some, development and something backward, but I respect that in our region, in Asian countries, we learn a lot and we develop together. And you can see maybe our judges here in the near future. You can see maybe in Nepal, you can see Justice Mala might be the first, Chief Justice. She is in potential to be there. Justice Singh in the Philippines, and also Justice Nina, who is not here, in Indonesia, or even our colleague from India. They can be the Chief Justice in a very near future. So this is the progress that we have. So the women quality, so we bring every new thing, innovation and programs, and we have strategy to develop ourselves and also our judiciary. And as you said, as you can see, so we have the Bangkok rules, and also we have Bangkok general guidance to improve our work for the victims, for the defenders, for all prisoners, and also to develop the inclusivity in our system. And I went to Colombo. They also have like declaration how to improve the role of the judiciary. So there are many events to support our work. But I would like to conclude that what is the big challenge that I found is like it's not only the big problem about gender bias, but many active feminists in Thailand, feminist judges also, so they are gender friendly, they understand, they have gender lens, but sometimes they are biased in other things, For example, we have now many problems with the political conflicts, and many active women are too conservative in politics, something like that. They hate young people's movement, something. So I think many active judges, so they hate NGOs, They don't know how to work with the NGOs, and they say that, they criticize us too much, so they are not liberal enough. So I think biases can happen around our work. And so I like the challenge that Justice Mansour raised in his book. So it's like we are facing like we are hesitant. We want to go, forward. However, we are not sure about our future. So sometimes we are afraid of the new things, and then we insist on the own thing, something like that. So I think this is the same situation that we are facing. For example, now we have like same-sex marriage or marriage equality law. It's very new, and how can we deal with this new thing? Support the people, support the freedom of the people. It's not easy if we don't really understand their rights or their sufferings. So I'd like to stop and show you some works that I have done. So I just want to tell our colleagues, especially the women judges, that even you are alone or you work, you must believe in yourself. even one of you, you can do many things, you know. I travel around the world to talk with the people, to learn from them and try to translate into our Thai culture. So I went to the Philippines. We saw the Davide court. So it's like a best practice at the court there. Justice Davide created. So we asked them to translate his work into Thai books, you know, so that is the violet one. And also I joined some UN Odyssey activities, and then we had like handbook to support women and girls in our court. And also I joined the Judicial Integrity Network, and then so they made a handbook also about the gender-related, you know, issues. And it's very interesting because many men judges join us, and they say that, oh, sometimes we set the probation measure even in the states, and then 20 hours public work. So it means they call the young lady to come to their home and service, you know, sexual service to the judges, something like that. So many things happen, and we learn, you know, and about the trial of rape. So the UN or the international foreigners researcher made for us, and then so we exchange our idea and develop. So I call this intellectual integrity. I think we need to learn more and more, you know, new things happen, and sometimes it's very difficult to understand. So my last books that I have done, co-author with some colleagues. So first one is A Good Judge, you know, the blue one. So what do you think about A Good Judge? And then one book called A Good Judgment. This is very interesting because we have many, you know, dialogues among judges. And one question that we ask our colleagues, what is the best judgment that you have read? And then what is the worst judgment that you have read? And you know, unexpected, you know, they answer the same question. The bad and the good was the same. Only, you know. And that was about, we call it the Valentine judgment. So one man killed, lovers, they were medical doctors. A man killed a woman. And then the judgment said, oh, love, the ethics of love. You must respect your partner. So maybe one paragraph about the ethics of love. And then the judges talk about the factual problem and then the legal problem, you know. So when the judges say that it's the best, because you set up first, you talk about the ideal of love, and then you talk about the real situation. And then it was death sentencing, you know. However, but some judges say that, oh, it's the worst judgment, because it's not our business to talk about the ethics of love, you know. So something that is very important. And my last book that we have done last year was about the judicial objectivity. Judicial objectivity in our, you know, judicial decision-making process. So we think it is very important how to understand our bias and avoid the bias. So I think this is something that I prepare to share to you. Thank you very much.